Hello dear friends, viewers and trolls who's gonna be blocked. Today is April 22nd, 2020, and this is a little bit unpleasant topic because it touches one of my deepest fears. You know The Walking Dead, fear of the Walking Dead. Well, Denise asked me about my dreams, and she also mentioned few times that more and more people are having strange dreams. I always had strange dreams and they're getting stranger. So I'm just gonna tell you about a dream which woke me up today. I was with a group of survivors and they've been testing new weaponry on corpses of the dead zombies and on cats. And you know that I like cats. But it was one of the situations where you need to keep your mouth shut because there are shitloads of tough people around you with very serious arms. So they've been shooting those cats and corpses, and I was just watching it. Then one guy came with the vaccine, and I immediately knew it's not one of the Illuminati vaccines. It's one of those real vaccines. Those actually existed back in the past. And he put some liquid on my skin and cut my skin on two places on my arm. And after that, real mean zombies came, which been really fast, and they had armor on them, and shit hit the fan, and I woke up. So one of my biggest dream fears is that all these normies, which are now seemingly normal, aggressive, and getting more and more aggressive by the day, and I know that you notice that, and it's official, okay? Doctors are talking about that. That at one point, after being injected with the nanorobots, with the five thing I can't say, but you know the network, the five, which looks like a Roman V, another symbol, right? That's the number five on Roman numbers. That plus microchips, I'm pretty sure that people who are not conscious, who are like simply zombies, they're really gonna turn into not like Walking Dead type of zombies you shoot in a body and they still live, but simply aggressive fucking animals. And they're gonna start chasing us. I really do have this strong feeling. So I'm just speaking about it. I know it's weird, but this is weird channel anyway. And if you troll, and if you're trolling, oh boy, I'm really gonna be happy by blocking you. So that was one thing I wanted to speak about. What I believe that they are doing is Astral Dreamscape programming. They are programming us when we are unconscious. Um, in our dreams, they're programming us subconsciously through the artificial intelligence, and synthetic telepathy. And also that ties in with the weird pain. I'm sure it's going on more and more with you guys. Same as with me. I have this more and more recurring weird things. For example, I'm lying in my bed and suddenly something moves me for like 1 centimeter, like suddenly. And then I start wondering, okay, is this my muscles twitching? Which is not. Then I try to play with my muscles, and I can't simply do that. The whole my body moves like something in a very strange way. It just moves me like that. And then I noticed, of course, uncontrolled leg movement, but this is only lower part of the body that happens also to many people, but it's a different thing. I noticed that. I noticed of course, the increase of the Wi-Fi, which is really make me wonder how longer will I be able to live in that apartment. If this continues, the thermic isolation simply gonna be outweighed with the soup, as I call it. So that's topic. And I notice more and more weird pain happening, chest pain, arm pain, and 5G is all about that. It's all about direct energy, and that's why all this C thing is happening as a cover up, because TIs and old people are just dropping left and right. And this is only beginning, because this Holocaust is gonna happen like that. They don't need bullets. All they need is what's already being placed. And once everything is in place, we're just gonna live in microwave oven. After that, there is no more life. Radiation is simply not good for your DNA. That's how it is. It's physics, baby. We are biological, and these are electrons hitting us. We die either immediately through heart attacks or slowly through leukemia and cancer. And then there is this cover up, which gonna put label on. Yes, it's the C thing on people who are dropping from what, the 5 thing, which oddly in Roman numerals is this number Ioni, and that has some deeper meaning for them. That's all I know. So that's being noticed. More and more pain increasing, weird dreams, nightmares. And one particular genre of weird dreams happening to me lately is something I don't recall that I ever had, is dreaming of having a loving girlfriend. Now, if this is not a weird thing, I don't know what it is. That's super weird. So another thing is, well, yeah, I covered that topic, and I think that's basically how they're gonna kill me, through artificially made heart attack. They're already prepping for that. Now, when I said that, and people go, "Oh, he was overweight," and nobody's really that deep thinker. Like one more dead guy. But see me as a canary in a mine. If I'm dead, that means you guys who are watching this, you're gonna be very quickly next. So I'm always saying run to the hills, because cities are less and less. Cities are, Atlanta from the first season Walking Dead. That's what cities are very quickly gonna become, this way or that way, and it's gonna be very very scary. So, what else I wanted to say? Yeah, that's basically it, guys. Regarding the telepathic communication with the Pleiadians, maybe I did mention it, maybe not. I'm taking it with a grain of salt. The only thing I started to take it seriously was just intuitively. That's all. Me as a person, I don't really believe in a good aliens, but it's simply the whole idea simply came very strongly intuitively. Every time when I'm like going against that idea, deeply inside of me, I know that they exist. You understand me? So I'm a little bit divided. Intellectually, me, I'm against it. Intuitively, me, I know it's like that. So yeah, there is nothing much I can tell you, apart from the thing that I do know, that our enemies, the reptiles, which are, in my understanding, simply extension of the pure metaphysical evil in biological form, if you want it, as civilization in this line of business, which is human meat farming for hundreds of millions of years, that they, as a full psychopaths with all the technology, they know how to play their games. And I'm sure that they already prepared for this kind of game with false Nordic or other types of human aliens interacting with us as well. And there are gonna be lots of confusion around that. So if you are contacting them, see for yourself how you feel in their presence, because your intuition can be fake, especially if they're very close to you. So you're gonna sense that immediately. And so that's all I can say. And the weird thing also called, well, the increase of the UFO sightings, which is official, which is really global, which really spiked recently, at least according to the data of the UFO Center in the for the states and Canada, which spiked from 3,000 sightings for the 2019 up to 6,000 something, which is very sharp increase. So I learned that lately, but simply noticed it myself. It's just impossible not to see it because you don't really have to like really watch it for a few hours as before, like 10 years or so. It's just, if you hear around 8 9 p.m., you're gonna see within 1 hour what was possible to see in one night in 2008 or 9. It's insane how many of them are. I'm talking about small fast walkers, but if I were camping here, with the nice blankets and everything and just watching the sky whole night, I'm sure I would see lower flying UFOs as well. So it's I think it's far more difficult not to see them than to see them. Thing is, again, coming back to the whole mind control, people simply live in their little cubicles and glued to little cubicles and getting hypnotized all the time and drunk, and yeah, that brings me to another topic. So these are info for Croatia now. 30% increase for psychiatric interventions. More and more people are going through the insanity episodes, committing suicides, try to commit suicides. Increase 30% since the beginning of the quarantine. Sharp increase of the alcohol consumption and sharp increase of the benzos prescription. I think also correlates something about 30%. And if they say it's 30%, it's got to be much bigger. And also people are getting much more angrier. It's getting now common in a supermarket that the old guys with surgical masks, typically under the nose so they can breathe, uh, bitching on people who don't have them because we are spreading the disease. See where it's going. In Italy, they call them little Hitlers, people who are on their balcons and reporting to the police, people who are not wearing masks, who've been venturing outside more than once that day as well. So you have this increase of these little Hitlers. This is the slang, in this area, little Hitlers, and yeah. So that all correlates with that my fear. I started this video with the Army of the Walking Dead. So this would be the Army of the Walking Dead Rising. Is the title of this video. Yeah, that's much about it. I just gonna end with this beautiful view. It's a sunset. The low school with 4G antennas, and this is the mountain Uchka with the NATO radar from the late 1990s. Harbor. It's really beautiful, isn't it? I mean, without this place, I would definitely be dead. Okay, guys, that much about it. Stay safe, stay away from the Walking Dead. Fuck zombies.